Good morning, everyone. It is day 2 of my dad's elk hunt. Yesterday was a fun day. Came close, kinda. Got on some elk. Nothing was no drawbacks. We haven't pulled the bow. He hasn't drawn his bow yet, but definitely still close enough to get your heart going and get in it. And it was fun. Today's day 2. Could be today. Today could be the day. We're gonna get after it again. But before we get going in our morning, guys, I want to read you the verse of the day. Alright guys, today's verse comes from Philippians chapter 4 verse 6. It says, "Don't worry about anything, instead pray about everything. Tell God what you need, and thank Him for all He has done." Alright guys, we're at our first spot. Nice little reprod section we can glass if we want to, but also try and locate. You did. Definitely not the same type of start as we had yesterday. Yesterday at camp was just like they were firing off. We were in it right off the bat. Granted, we're only 10 minutes into the day, but just the first 10 minutes yesterday was way more action. Doesn't mean today won't be a better day, though. It looked like one was at least a spike. I think the last one in there was I couldn't really tell. I bet you they go to that.
They're gonna go over there.
Go across and go up.
You wanna go down? Oh, deer right there.
Oh, right there. Want to shoot that? Two of them. There's a bull.
There's a bull up there.
Shoot, there's a bull in the group of elk we just saw. Okay, they're way down there. We're gonna loop around. Because, that's crazy, guys. We're just... did the old, fawn in distress, and he answered that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But there's, I don't know. There's at least 6. I don't know. Heard a bugle. Saw elk. We're gonna go after them. We'll catch you in a few. Alright, guys. Well, we, those elk we just saw that heard the bugle. We saw them cross the road, come up into some reprod, this stuff here. So we circled around to the top half of it. And we're just gonna try and see if we can get that bull to answer again. Well, let's go to the other side, see if we can locate him over there. Alright, we just had a little chuckle, but Dad thinks it's real, I think it's fake. Find out here in a second. We got fresh elk poop on the road. get to that stump, you can get to about 60. Try and get to that stump. Meat, baby. That's meat. You shoot her, and then we'll go after the elk. Just see if you can get to the stump. If you can get to the stump, I say you shoot her. If you can't, then no big deal. You don't have to. It's your call. I can't see her. Not sure where she went. Looked like she was coming in for a minute there. I'll look back over here. Almost had a deer. We have the elk. We have deer. We have a bull bugling over here. I still can't tell if it's a... I still can't tell if the bull that's bugling over here is a person or an elk. But it's, there is a lot of fresh sign right here. And it kind of just keeps bugling on its own. So I'm kind of thinking it is real. But just some of the sounds it makes are different. So that's what makes me think maybe it's not real. But we're coming over after the elk because we heard them, and then their deer was down there. Dad tried to get closer, and as he tried to get close, he got to like, I don't know, 60, and she started moving off. So I started calling, and she turned and looked like she was going to come in, and I thought she was circling to come into us, but she never like came in. I think she just kept going up. I don't know. Maybe she got her wind. I don't know. But we can't find her. She's gone. She never ran, but she definitely came back up the hill, and we can't find her. There's something over there bugling, and we're going to figure out what it is. As we're driving out here, driving to go try and find those elk, and a deer came out of the woods and ran across the road. So we just tried to call her in. She didn't want to play though. She knew. She said, "Hey, I saw the truck. I ain't doing that. I ain't dumb." It sounded. Did you hear anything? All I could hear was like it sounded like it started over here. Branches like popping, and then I kind of can still hear it. I feel like, but it feels like they moved down, like down that way. You hear that tackle? Uh huh. Maybe we just wait it out here for just a minute. Just to see, do they move in here, or are they, maybe we could at least pinpoint where it's moving to, yeah.
If they're going that way.
That's where I would assume they're going, is up that hill.
Cut them off.
Yeah, let's just go plan for that, because then we could still see across if they are going the other way. Alright guys, here's the 11 o'clock update, guys. Still been trying to relocate those elk from this morning. Haven't been able to do it. We've been kind of around most of the mountain to where we think they would be. Still got a couple more spots to check, but so far everywhere we've checked, nada, nothing. Seen a couple deer. I think we're up to 10 deer now today. One of the deer, actually two of the deer that we've seen I didn't get on film. This is our 11 o'clock update. I'm hoping we can locate a bull soon and have them down by noon. That's the plan. Well guys, we're back at camp. We never were able to relocate any of the elk from this morning. No idea where they went, no idea where they are. We went all over, never could relocate them. Now we're just at camp. Dad's cooking up hamburgers, and we're gonna take a little break and then get back at it. Back out here at it again. Took our lunch break and whatnot, and now it's towards the evening, and just looking for more elk, obviously. I just came to this spot we're at here and did a little calling. Nada. It's hot. It's hot again. Gonna move to a new spot, but I just wanted to tell you guys we're back out here, and there's nothing moving yet. Well, we've been at a couple different spots glassing since lunch. Took our lunch break and then came out and just hit some high spots this evening, trying to just pick out elk, and did a little calling here and there, but nothing. Nothing.
Where did I see it?
That's a legal bull. He's laying. Let's go up above there.
It's right over here.
Yeah, right above. That's right where we turned around.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm over here. We're calling, messing around, whatever. And I just look over across and I see it. I'm like, wait, that looks like an elk. It's an elk, and it's a legal bull. It's at least a 3-point. And he's bedded in the clear cut. We're going to drive around and try and, I don't know, call him in, sneak in, I don't know, do something. Alright guys, we drove around. We're going to walk in. We don't have far. We got about 100 yards. 150 yards down this road, and then he's probably 200 yards down the clear cut. And the wind is perfect. It's blowing right in our face. He's going to be below us. It's blowing up the hill right in our face. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to just hit him with a couple cow calls when he comes in. You want to stay right here? Go for it. You want to tuck in right behind that log? Go for it. He was coming in? Huh? It was not a spike. Oh, dang. Really? bummer. Oh, bumski, guys. He was coming. We're calling and he was coming in silent. Dad got up and Dad was like, "God, should I go further?" And I'm like, "Go for it." So as soon as he got up, Dad stands up. He's like, "Oh, he's right there." I never saw him, but he was on the other side of the slash pile, about 60 yards in front of us. But that's what, gotta be patient on those ones, I guess. But that's cool. I guess we're close. Finally called one in. It was not a spike. Yeah, when I saw him over there,
sure
he was
three, but
he was
his main beam.
he was 3.
No, I believe you.
He might have been 4, but I know he was at least 3. Dad's saying he was on the other side, I believe, of this slash pile where that log sticks up out of that
Just
slash
to the right
pile.
of it.
Like over here.
Just to the right of it.
And you could just see his face, or what?
That's his face and his antlers, yeah.
I was thinking maybe he'd come this way, but makes sense that he'd go there because all that brush, he's going to be able to hide through that and pick us off. We didn't have the best of setups, really, which is hard, guys. And this stuff is just like thick and loud, and which with elk hunting you can be loud, but it was also like we didn't want to be crazy loud because he was bedded, and it was like if we could sneak, awesome. But you know, it is what it is.
I'd have been there. I probably would have been a 40-yard shot.
Hindsight's 2020.
Always 2020.
Man, we know what to do next time. Well, here's the thing. A couple learning things I would say is we got to just make sure we're patient. But 2, we also know it works. I didn't know if he was going to come. I didn't know. I thought he probably would, but I also wasn't 100%. Because he was super silent. I never heard brush breaking. I thought I would at least hear like branches popping when he started coming. So, and that's why I told you that. That's why I was like, go ahead and go down there, because I was like, I didn't think he was coming. I mean, it just is what it is when he.
I don't know.
What are we doing? Oh my goodness, guys! It's chicken. I wasn't sure what that was. Well, that's gonna be dinner tonight, guys. We're back at camp after our almost elk shot. Kinda. I guess it's like it was like so close yet so far. Dad said, I don't know if I talked about or he said how far it was while we were out there, but it was 50 or 53? 53 yards. It's how close that bull came, but he was facing Dad in the brush. All you could see was his face. And, yeah, I don't, maybe he stood there for what, maybe 3 seconds? 5?
10.
10 seconds?
10 seconds.
Oh, he was there.
Stare down.
Stare down for about 10 seconds with the bull, but just a face, 53, there was brush, not a shot you want to be taking.
Nope.
So, really the thing we've talked about on the way back as we decompressed our thoughts was we chose a bad setup, horrible setup really. As we were looking through everything, there was a much better setup about 10 yards to the right. Just another 10 yards to the right. It was much better. A lot of things were better. I should have been probably 10 yards behind Dad and to the left a little bit, behind the brush pile. The brush pile we were sitting in front of, I should have been behind it. Dad should have been another 10 or 15 yards to my right and in front of it. And I think we could have called that bull right in, because he would have been coming to me, because he was coming to me. The problem was Dad was right in front of me, 5 yards in front of me. And when Dad got up to move, because he didn't like his position he was in. So when he got up to move, the bull was standing there. He was like, oh, there he is. And yeah, that was the stare down. And that's what happened. But I didn't get to get that bull on film, but maybe, well, I did get him on film. Here he is again. I never saw him as we called him in. Anyway, it was fun. Fun day today. We saw, I think 5 elk. I think it was 5 elk this morning. Chased the bull around. Ended up seeing like 11 deer today. Dad almost got a shot. He could have shot the doe this morning. He'd like to shoot a buck, but if a doe's going to present a nice easy shot for him, he'll do that. He let that doe walk this morning, and we saw, like I said, another 10 deer today, but I didn't get all of them on film. A couple of them I saw in reprod, and then when I go get the camera to show you guys, they were gone. So I never ended up filming anything, but that's our day, guys. Oh, and we saw one rabbit. But I also didn't get that on film because, well, it ran across the road. Well, it was in the road and then ran off real quick. that is day 2 of our elk hunt. It's been exciting. This is exciting 2 days. If you didn't see day 1, go back and watch it. Day 1 was awesome too. And stay tuned for day 3. Again, we're going to be up here. We still have another 4 days of hunting, guys. So day 3, be on the lookout for that. And we'll do it again.